This video is to provide a walkthrough for the Custom Fields add-on in Project Insight. Going to the add-on, I'll hit Configure. I can choose which item or which form I want to add custom fields to. In this instance, I'm going to go to Tasks, but I can obviously do it for projects or any of these other forms in PI. In the tasks, just like any other form in PI, I can add my custom field up here if I hit Add Field. So adding that new field, all that's required of me is to include the field name. I can also put in some other specific information, specifically whether the custom field is going to be a text box or a text area. It can also be a combo box, which is essentially the same as a drop-down where I can add in list values. And also we have some other built-in input types to our other fields, to our native fields in PI, such as issue type selector, group selector, department selector. It will piggyback of that on top of that information that's already there. So if you're already using departments, then you can use a custom field input that gives you the drop down of all the departments. If I choose text box maybe, I can then choose what location on the form this custom field will appear on. If I go to an actual task, the top of form will be up in this area on the display. This is the task display page. And in the bottom of the form will be here in this detailed section. So if I go back to the input location, bottom of form, top of form, and then the third is separate tab, which will only show if I actually edit, or down here in the custom fields extra tab section. So this is the display field here, the display location. If I edit the task now, this is now the input location. So you can see the top of the form will appear up here, bottom of the form down here, and then custom fields on the separate tab. So that's the explanation there for what the input location is, which is this, and display location, which is just the task display page. I can decide in what order I want, meaning the order of the field number itself, and then the display location, which is of course when I exit out of this, the display location of which field comes after which on the display form. I can also specify reporting of which, if the field I'm adding needs to be reportable. On the advanced, it will give me some options for visibility into that field, and also tracking changes on it on the history tab, meaning in the history section down here. And lastly, formatting. Here I can include some custom CSS and some different visual additions to how the field actually displays on the task itself. So that's a quick overview of what it's going to look like when you're adding a new field. You can make it required as well. When done, just hit the save button, and then you've got your list of custom fields on the task level. To copy a custom field, you go to the right, these three little dots, ellipses here, you can hit copy, and then you'll be able to copy this field to another item or form. And you can also, if you're editing the custom field, just go ahead and click on the name. And the nice thing is it'll actually say that this is a task custom field, and it will tell you the name of the custom field.